talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about bubbles in the tub. Let's talk about making love. Let's talk about you on top. What? Or me going down. Baby. On the hotline.
Pretty Ricky.
I'm on the hotline. Yeah. I want to come.
So,
honey. Please. Oh my God. Okay, so based on the song, y'all probably know what we're talking about, but welcome to another episode of Life is Weird. Make some noise, y'all. Hey. I'm Gabby.
I'm Say.
I'm Queso.
Kelson is Stain.
And we have two esteemed guests with us. Guests, would you like to introduce yourselves?
How y'all doing? I'm George
Todrick.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming. So I know the first time we did the sex episode, it was just the girls, but we definitely wanted to do an episode this time with some male input. So we have two of our close friends here that are gonna, talk about sex.
Get a man's perspective.
So we always start our episode with a weird acronym. So today's weird acronym is wonderful, erotic, intimate, risky desires. Spicy! Just like this conversation is about to be. And then we also do a shameless plug. So today's shameless plug, if you are looking to get involved intimately in desires and stuff and all that, you need to have your hair done, girl. So
just so you can get a sweat out. I'm like, where you going?
You need to have your hair done, and what better way to do that than to have a protective style?
Okay.
No sweating it out.
Right.
Okay. So go see my girl.
I like how you did that.
Okay.
That's good.
Go see my girl, Kajah Newton. Her Instagram is @_braids by Adaeze. Adaeze is spelled ADAEZE. It's gonna be right here. Go see my girl if you're trying to protect your edges while you're doing that nasty. Or if you just wanna, protect your edges, then So So go check out my girl, Kajah. We love you and keep doing the
love you, girl.
thing. So before we get into the actual questions, did you, our guests, did y'all want to disclose y'all's relationship status? Any additional supporting information so we know?
I got y'all. I am in a relationship. She kind of on the side of my head.
Come on, head. Engraved.
Okay, period.
I know that's right.
Okay, how long y'all been together?
A year and like 4 months.
Okay, so y'all locked in.
Okay, that's a lock in right.
He got you on his head.
Valentine's Day.
Okay.
First
You
Valentine's Day.
Hello.
And Todrick?
I do not have anybody on the side of my head.
But
I
like
am
the rest of
single.
us.
Yeah. I'm in the single club right now. So.
Okay.
And what is our relationship status? Y'all know.
Yeah.
Nothing has
single,
changed.
right?
We all single. Nothing's changed since the last episode.
Since the last episode.
Nothing has changed. We
As
all
Pringles.
single.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we know that, we are talking about sex this episode. So when and how did y'all learn about sex? I know it's
interesting.
a taboo topic, especially in our communities. So how did y'all learn about sex?
I never actually thought about it.
The earliest memory I have of one of my older siblings talking to me about sex, I was in elementary school. Damn. I was young. Is that young? Elementary?
How old was your sibling though?
She was in high school.
Okay.
Okay.
She was in high school, and it's crazy now that looking back, because I'm but we were siblings, we talked a lot. So she was just telling me about experience that she had, and I can't remember if there was a earlier memory or an early experience of someone talking to me about sex. But I remember that, like I said, I was in elementary school, maybe the 4th.
Okay, so you was
grade.
9, 10.
Yeah, around that age. But I will say, even having that conversation, I remember knowing about sex. It wasn't my first time. So I was I can't remember exactly how I learned about it.
Yeah.
But I remember having that conversation and already knowing a little bit about it.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
That's interesting too, because like for me, I don't remember the exact moment I learned what sex was. I just remember being young and there would be like shows or movies that would have sex scenes, and I remember as a kid I would just get really embarrassed when they would come on TV, and I'm like, I don't know,
or your family would be like, close your eyes.
Yeah, so
Don't watch this thing.
it's just like I don't know when I learned about it, but when a conversation was had was middle school. I had girls in middle school was doing that thing, and I wasn't doing my thing yet. So,
So so they would talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it would be really interesting because we were like 12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking back at it, I was like, damn, like that's
Right.
really
Looking back, you'd be like, oh, what's kind of young.
What's
It's like, it seems young, but like, y'all know this is my field of, was my field of work. I was a
Public health.
Yeah, I was a health educator, and I taught sexual health education in classrooms to high school students.
Oh, wow.
So the kids now, they real advanced, but they say the average age is like 11 that kids are like having sex now.
11.
Having
Having
sex or
sex?
know about it?
Having.
Oh, wow.
It's
Yes.
definitely changed since back in the
Yes.
day. Yeah.
because it wasn't
It hasn't
11 when
changed?
we
No,
were
it has, it
11.
has
Oh, I
changed.
was like,
Yeah.
Do you know what the ages have been like in years
Previously, I'm
yeah.
sure it was older because I know that when we talked about it, they would say it's progressively gotten younger, especially with like social media and just like everything like that. So
a lot of things being
Uncensored.
sexualized.
But I think I was like Queso when it came to learning about sex. I think I was in like elementary school as well. And I came to my parents and asked them like, what is this? Like, they didn't come to me first. I had this little puberty book that my grandma got me.
Yes.
It was
The
like the
puberty
care
book.
and keeping of you
Yes.
or whatever. And I was like, what is this? And I heard somebody say something about a blue waffle at school. And
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. It
Blue
was,
waffle,
yeah,
blue
it was a lot.
That
so
and then I'm not gonna say it. The video.
Two girls.
Oh.
and that
Okay,
one.
yeah.
That was
Girls,
elementary
right.
school. Two girls, one cup.
Oh, I'm old. That was
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
That was some early sexual.
I was
Yeah.
definitely elementary school. when that
And then it
came
was
out.
wild, like versions of what sex is, like
Yeah.
being your first encounter. But no, I had that book. Shout out to that book. That book helped me with periods because baby.
Yeah.
What about y'all? Before I'm trying to think of my answer, but how
when
did
and
y'all
how
learn
did y'all
about sex?
learn
I'm curious to hear what y'all gotta say for real.
I think I learned from my older brother. It was probably about 5th grade, around that time. Because we're 5 years apart. So he was in middle school and all that. So he already knew what was going on. I'm like, I don't know anything. So I think it was about 5th grade. I remember when he lost his virginity. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
he told me. I didn't believe it because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the one that broke it down for me. But I've never had a conversation with my parents about like the birds and the bees.
Yeah,
I
never
never.
did that. Yeah.
I don't think I needed it though. It was good.
Yeah, I think me and my family, we were very like, we don't talk about like stuff like that. Like we were
Yeah.
really, I guess, reserved for the most part. So yeah, we didn't have the birds and the bees conversation. I want to say at least the first time like seeing like a girl naked was Titanic when he did the painting.
yeah.
And I felt some type of way that I didn't know I could feel at that time.
Do you remember how old you were?
Ooh, I want to say that's a throwback.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe like 7 or 8 when I seen it for the first time at least.
7 or 8. Okay.
But I remember there was a joke. I'm probably telling my age here called Blueberry Hill. I'm not sure if y'all knew what that is.
A show?
It was a joke. It was going around the playground, and I think that was my first time. Basically, every kid comes in late to the high school, and the teacher's like, "Where are you at?" They're like, "Oh, I'm on top of Blueberry Hill." I was on top of Blueberry Hill. So the next couple of people come in. "Oh yeah, I was on top of Blueberry Hill," and she's like, "Why is everybody late?" So a girl comes in and she's like, "Let me guess, she was on top of Blueberry Hill." And the teacher's like, the girl's like, "No, I am Blueberry Hill."
Oh.
So I was like, I know first dirty joke.
That
I
joke.
was so intrigued. Like, what? Right? That is so funny.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that was my first experience with like, what is this like? And then the kids more. So yeah.
Do y'all wish y'all had the birds and the bees talk with y'all parents?
I feel like I had it with my brother. Like he kind of like was running me through it, everything. Tell me about condoms and all that. So I feel like anything after that is gonna be repeating the conversation. It's just like
Yeah.
I got an older sister, so we definitely didn't talk about any of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I wish I had it. I mean, because we got homeboys that are a little bit older, so
Yeah.
you know, you can get the same kind of brotherhood out of that too.
Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to think of like when I learned. I don't know, because I never really had the conversation with my parents either. I feel like until I was maybe like more middle school age, but I was definitely seeing things about sex before then.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like, you know, I don't remember what age or grade I was in when I was hearing about like Blue Waffle and Two Girls One Cup, but I feel like that was middle school. I don't feel like I was. Yeah, I don't
That
feel
was
like I
middle
was
school
in-
for me. Yeah.
It was
I feel
elementary
like I
school
was
for
in-
me.
Oh, so I guess it was elementary
I was
school.
gonna say,
for me
it was
too. Shit.
Because I remember being in Germany watching
wow.
it, and I was in elementary school.
Damn, I was young.
Yeah.
So maybe it
Not
was
Two
stuff
Girls,
like
One
that.
Cup
we're in
International.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I'm
talk
talking
about
about
Germany
myself,
for
but I
real?
feel like I went through puberty really early also. So maybe I feel like I have early memories of being curious, but like not really too much. And once I had access to a computer in middle school,
Yeah.
that computer got put to work. I'm like, oh,
What's this?
oh, wow. Child.
I will say YouTube before it became YouTube.
YouTube had a look.
YouTube had some things on there.
YouTube has
and
some
I
things
would come across
on
it.
there.
I would go to my auntie's house to wait on the bus because my mom would have to go to work mad early. And I would just be on the computer in there
Just be like, oh,
looking at shit.
let me look at this.
And I came across this video of
so
people
nostalgic.
doing things. And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh my
what's
God,
that?
I do.
Oh, and you know what? I saw the Players Club really early in life.
Players Club as well.
The uncensored version. You know when BET you go to bed, but you really not asleep.
You talking about Vivica Fox?
Yeah, no.
No.
With
Lisa
Lisa
Ray.
Ray.
Lisa Ray, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make that money, honey. Don't let it make you.
LOL.
Facts.
No, but I had Comcast with all the channels,
tease
so I would be on HBO late night sometimes too. And
HBO late night,
Showmax.
HBO late night.
But that was like that was
I didn't have HBO.
Showmax,
was
yeah.
real
Boy.
soft porn.
I
It
was
was.
not supposed to be seeing no shit like that.
It was
when I
good enough
that
at the
young.
time.
It's
It was really soft porn, just right there on the TV screen.
didn't
like
know that soft
after
porn was
11
soft
o'clock.
porn until I
Yeah.
got older, and I was like, oh, I get why they call it soft.
I watched the hard porn.
When you was young.
No, and I
when
didn't
got
know.
older, but-
Like, you know how certain advertisements of things would like pop up.
Yeah, like the-
So
yeah.
I remember one time, and my parents gonna hear this, and they're gonna be like, "Where were we?" It's fine. I was still living in New York, so I was in elementary school, and we had like a computer room,
That's so
and we had a computer room with that desktop.
Yeah.
And I was watching something on YouTube, and then like a little advertisement popped up for what turned into hard porn.
The booty club.
And I pressed
Lord.
it, but then the little messages of like, you got a virus on your computer started
yeah,
popping
yeah,
up too. And somebody walked in, and I was trying to like X out, and it like
I
wasn't
just turned
working.
the screen off. Nope.
It was just, I was
Unplug
like,
it.
yeah, it was.
Look, that desktop computer, man, before I even knew how to like clear, I was too young using that shit and being curious about sex because I would not know how to clear like the history.
Oh, no.
And I
learned how to clear the
learned that
cash.
quick.
I learned
that's
how to
why-
clear
that's why I
the
messed up,
cash.
yeah.
I learned how to clear the cash.
cash.
I did get caught in middle school.
I never, nope.
I got caught in middle school. My mom got me a
history.
laptop, and it would turn off after a certain time.
Golly.
Bro, I just remember I forgot to clear my. And she called me. She said, "Kelsey," I was like, "Ma'am."
Imagine when we have kids. Like, we're
Terror.
like,
She was like, "What is
Man.
this?" I was like,
Yeah,
"I
so
don't
much
know. It just
access.
popped up and then it turned
Right.
off, so I couldn't exit out." I was
No, our
lying
kids
like
are
fuck.
gonna have a whole different access to pornography.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's
Any
on
social
Twitter.
media
There's literally
everywhere.
like Twitter porn.
It is. It
There
really
sure
is
is.
everywhere.
Great place.
Yeah, it's. Y'all, you know what? I'm not even about to address. I'm not,
Twitter porn.
I'm not about to
Like,
address that anyway. Yes, but I definitely think it is like a very, taboo topic, especially. Can y'all good?
I'm good.
Pull it together.
I am so weak.
But yeah, it is a very like taboo topic, especially I feel like, in our community, just because nobody probably ever really talked to our parents about it. So then for them to like pass it on to us, and then depending on your cultural background and everything, like I can definitely see why people will be more reserved or like it's very hush hush, know.
Yeah.
They just tell you, like my mom told me, my grandma told her like, don't let no boy touch or kiss you, you're gonna end up pregnant. That was her sex ed.
Yeah.
And
Fear.
now, it was fear.
Instilling
And now
fear.
the kids, now, it's like they are really reckless and don't have any sense of guidance with that. So we just gonna pray for them, and continue to
11 is
educate.
crazy.
But so aside from that, like, what do y'all feel like is the difference between sex and intimacy? And then what do you feel like is the highest form of intimacy? Like, people always kind of put the two together, but like, what is y'all's take when it comes to sex and intimacy?
We have the guys answer first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm gonna kind of break the question around a little bit, but like intimacy for me, it's like I think the highest level, of course, is emotional intimacy, like really being attracted to this person's mind, how they think, and that spiritually. But like sex, I feel like that just makes sex better. Like actually being attracted to this person, knowing everything about him, you know what I mean? So you actually feel comfortable to do whatever you want to do, whatever y'all gonna do. But I don't know what the real difference between sex and intimacy is. Yeah. To me, it's
I
like,
should do my Googles on real definitions.
you say you on Google?
I was saying maybe I should do my Googles. What's really like the actual definition different?
Oh, the definition. Yeah.
Chat.
Because you could definitely have sex and not be like super
Yeah.
intimate.
Yeah, for sure.
But
To me, I feel like because some people just have sex just with physical attraction, just
Right.
to get their little feelings
You don't
off
get
in
their
that
rocks off,
moment.
yeah.
I feel like you can have one night stands though and it be intimate too. So it's like, where does that come from? Is it just the chemistry, that's there?
I think it's the adventurous thing, though. Like, you doing a
Adventurous
one-night
part, yeah.
stand.
But I think that's desire.
That
not
could be
intimacy.
lust, yeah, a little bit different,
what I
but it
mean?
feels
Lust, yeah.
somewhat similar, but it doesn't last. I think the comfort part is very big. Feeling very comfortable with that person to the point where you ever been with somebody y'all kind of like just kind of melt into each other when y'all together? To me, that feels like intimacy. That's probably as best as I can get a definition.
Yeah. That's a good definition.
I agree.
Yeah. No,
haven't
yeah. I
had that
mean, simply put, it's not really like, strict definition, but it says basically like sex is the physical act and intimacy is a broader concept that can be physical, emotional, or spiritual.
Agree to that.
Yeah.
So like, you could be intimate without having sex.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
That's true.
I have a question because I've debated this before. Like, I've heard guys say that like kissing during sex makes sex more intimate.
Ooh, yeah.
So like, if you're
Very
having
much.
casual sex with someone, can you kiss them, or you're like, I'm not kissing you because that's gonna make it too intimate?
But see, to
Which
me,
is
it's like,
weird.
why are you having sex with somebody you
Thank
can't?
you.
That's what
That's
I
what I'm
said.
saying. Thank
always-
you.
Get somebody guts and you
I
can't
always
kiss
told
her.
my homeboys that I'm like, oh no, I just did this. I'm like, bruh, like, it's no way you really took this girl and you didn't kiss her not once.
You'd be
They-
surprised.
they-
I feel like, you'd be surprised. Some people, yeah.
People do that though.
Bring back
That
I
is
got some
drama.
boys, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
that
I
is some underlying
Bring back
issues
kissing.
there that needs
I love
to
kissing though, so for me, that's very important. Like a good kisser, I feel like it's a deal breaker. Like if you can't kiss, then I don't think I can be in a relationship. with you.
Yeah, because it's like, what am I supposed to
Wholeheartedly.
do? Just
Yeah.
look at you.
So you can kiss someone during sex, even if it's just casual. Like that's
No.
not an issue.
Wait,
If it's casual sex, can you kiss them while you?
I mean, nowadays I'm not really.
I mean, I
having
have
casual sex,
before,
but back then,
but-
like, yeah. Hell yeah.
not now.
I feel like the kiss creates the passion. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Sure. Or we just
whatever that was,
Nah, I agree with you guys. I think that intimacy is emotionally driven. Like, because you can be intimate without having sex. I think sex is just sex, but then there's lust and desire, right? Because we were talking about one night stands. Oh, it's like, it's fun, it's a rush. I think that's desire as opposed to intimacy. Because you could be like
lust, yeah.
you know,
Lust,
like
intimacy.
out here high and ready, and you in the streets, and you having a good time, right? I feel like that's lust, that's desire, as opposed to like, this is my person. I'm attracted to them physically. I'm attracted to them emotionally. Like, this is a vulnerable moment. That's intimacy during sex,
yeah.
and sex is just sex.
I like
I
that.
feel
Yeah.
like,
You know what I mean? So,
Nothing wrong with just sex though.
I mean, that's what
Every
you
now and
want.
then.
If that's what you wanna
You
do.
gotta get your rocks off. You know.
I mean,
I've realized I'm not a casual sex person. I thought I could
not
do
anymore.
it. I can't do it.
My frontal lobe will open up a little bit. And I'm
That
like,
frontal
you know
lobe,
what?
child.
Nah.
When it develops.
Maybe I am starting to feel my energy cross with chores when we do things.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to do
It was
this.
easier in college, but like after school, like And you start to settle down, and you know, it's just like
It wasn't easy for me in college though.
I swear.
I was very much like wanted this man to like be my boyfriend. I was just I was very head in the clouds, sweep me off my feet, like loving basketball, like
That's true. I never heard anything
Yeah,
about
I
you in
mean-
school, so that's very.
Did you? Okay, 'cause, you know, I was just chilling. But nah, I was a lover girl. I was a lover girl. I got my feelings hurt for being a lover girl because it would be like somebody I was talking to and they would be like, girl,
I feel like it happens to the best of us.
That's
but
not-
I think we all. Well, I know I started as a lover boy, so
yeah, but a lover boy in college versus a lover boy in high school is like,
I mean, I was a lover boy in high school.
I feel like Drake
And then-
though was a little bit more prominent. Drake was more prominent at the time. So
yes.
Drake influenced a
You
lot.
know what?
Influenced a lot,
That
yeah.
song where he was like, "That first love is the sweetest, but that first cut is the deepest." That came out around the time.
Remember that?
Drake was still
I don't know what
singing
song that is.
Love
That's
ballads.
when singing Drake, so far
or
gone
being
Drake.
sad
Yeah.
or kind of being sappy.
Because no, when my freshman year, you know the song "Don't Think About It Too Much." I was so in my feelings about a person who was not thinking about me at all.
That whole album was I loved it.
Embarrassing.
How do y'all feel about sex and intimacy?
I mean, I feel like y'all pretty much hit it on the head with sex just being more like of the physical aspect and intimacy being more of like the spiritual, emotional connection. So I feel like in basic terms, that's pretty much, yeah.
Pretty
hit
much.
that, yeah.
But I know you said one of the questions was like, what's the highest form of intimacy? I don't know. Like,
I think spiritual.
I think it depends on the person.
Intimacy. I would like,
yeah.
because I don't know. I just feel like that's a different level.
That is
of
Yeah, that's
intimacy.
very
Like being able to pray together.
Listen, if you talk to God about me and I talk to him about you,
You know,
pray
like,
for me.
pray for me. We pray together.
We pray together. You pray
Yeah.
over me. I pray. First of
You
all,
know?
I think
Our souls
I think I
feel
might
connected.
agree
what
with
you
that.
Right.
want? I'm yours. 'Cause
especially if your like intentions are to have a child together at that point.
For
Or
sure.
just be married in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel
Settle
like marriage is a
down.
big thing like it used to be.
Hey, look,
You said love or
marriage.
Marriage.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
a-
crazy because people can do everything but
Get married.
get married. They will
Yeah.
literally have the kids move in together, all this
Oh,
stuff, and won't get married. And it's like, you might as well.
Once you at that point, it's like I can see people who don't necessarily want to be married, but like if you're doing all the things
You have a
already,
family.
like yeah, and you have a family, like what?
Everybody got your last name but your girl.
That's,
Sorry,
look,
I'm-
that's the whole.
That's weird
you know,
to me. How everybody in the
yeah.
house got the same last name but the woman who created the child with you. Weird.
I'm like I'm trying to think. I guess I don't know. I be thinking people have their reasons,
Probably
but
trauma,
what
yeah.
reason really?
Okay, so why are you out here creating families?
Listen, that you know, we could talk about
sure
that
people
all
have
day.
we could, yeah.
Make it make
All
sense.
day.
I
So yeah, but no, that makes sense. I feel like all of y'all touched on like some really good points, you know, about sex and intimacy. I think I would agree with Queso. Like the highest form of intimacy is probably spiritual or just like that emotional connection, emotional intelligence. Like if I'm sharing like my goals, aspirations, dreams, and
Yeah.
everything with you, then that's where I feel like I'm most vulnerable. So that's when I would feel like we're like most intimate with each other. But when it comes to, you know, the physical,
No, you can't spice.
when it comes to the physical, so do y'all prefer taking charge or do you like when the woman takes charge instead? Spicy.
And
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the middle. Like, yeah, of course I love taking charge and all that, but to get caught off guard and she taking charge, it's like all right,
flip
see what
over.
I don't know about no flip over. I don't know about no flip over. But I don't know what
Like,
you
you
mean
know
by that.
how like you be on top of her and she's like, woo, and she's on top
I mean,
of you.
yeah, okay. Yeah,
That kind of
Good
flip.
save, good save.
That's what I meant.
Nowadays,
My
you gotta
bad.
be real clear.
Not that.
So you doing the bitch.
I mean, it's crazy you say that because I have friends that have gotten to that point where they like to experiment now with a little bit more. You know, so
Okay.
Okay.
you know, I mean, as you get comfortable with that person, I guess you just want to see what's up.
Y'all,
I'd never be
What do
that
you
comfortable.
say?
I fully.
I'm not talking about myself.
No, I know, but when you say like experimental,
I mean, there's
That's
some
between
some,
them and their sheets.
Yeah, there we go.
Period.
You
I'm
might
not
need
mad
to
at that. If
visit
you
the
with
store
the
and get some
person
items.
and you want to do some more things with that person, explore. What's wrong with that?
I mean, you could unlock a whole new tier. So
Are y'all
I
trying
don't
to
blame 'em.
kink shame and sex shame right now?
No, I'm just curious.
Oh,
nigga.
I'm just like, I'm not saying that's what
I'm laughing because
like,
it just got dead
you don't
silent.
judge. That's what I'm saying. Why y'all get that silent? No,
Because
you
I wanted
definitely
to
don't
know. I
judge.
was curious myself. Ew.
I don't think
You
I'm gonna do
definitely
that much
don't judge.
experimenting. I'm gonna just, I guess I'd be basic. I don't know.
If it's good, it's good though. So
Yeah,
you
you
got
know.
what you got. What you got.
I mean, they do say men have a G spot back there. I'm just saying.
I'm
I'm
going
not.
straight to that.
Y'all could take that however y'all want. Like
I
you
mean,
said,
it's true.
it's your business, your body, your choice. But I'm just throwing it out there for research purposes. That y'all do. That y'all do. Yeah.
If that's how you get down, that's how you
If that's how you get down, that's how you get down. As for
Ain't
me
nothing
and
wrong
my
with that.
future man,
You trying to get down? You
you
trying
know,
to run your mouth?
I don't know how I would feel about that.
You're not
but
gonna.
I just
You're not gonna put a thumb in.
I mean that's
No.
different. I mean I wouldn't mind
not
that.
yours.
I wouldn't mind that.
You wouldn't mind what?
If I
Put one in
if-
his.
Yeah, put a thumb in.
In a man's
In
booty?
a man's booty?
Okay.
I don't know what's going
If
on.
we
Yeah,
married
it's
and like
escalated a little bit.
Okay, Gabby.
I'm saying.
you feel me?
No,
Well,
That's
you don't.
saying, that's saying,
But, I mean, yeah, I don't
wrong
see
song,
nothing-
wrong song.
I'm just saying if I'm married, emphasis on married,
That
right?
emphasis on
And
married.
we together for some time, and he's like, hey,
You
like,
gotta keep it spicy.
and he's like, hey, I want to spice things up.
fair.
Let's try a little something. I can't say
Try
that I
new
would
things.
automatically say no. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Is
I-
that
yeah.
my first choice to head
I
and
see what you're saying.
pull a
'Cause
Gabrielle
what's that-
Union
what's
and
that thing they be saying on TikTok. You know what?
Hell
you know what? Hell yeah.
You know what? Hell yeah.
like it just
No, I get that. And then being with the same I feel like none of us have been with the same person for more than what,
Yeah.
5,
for like a
6
decade
years?
plus. Like that's a long
Yeah,
time.
because you gotta keep it spicy.
yeah.
You gotta keep it spicy.
So
Do
it's
it.
like-
I do have a few
Get your
homeboys
rocks off.
that be on that. Like, I got one specifically, but I ain't gonna say his name. But
Shout him out.
nah,
What's up, it out?
but he be on that little 50 Shades of Grey type scale.
Like
like the
bondage?
dominatrix stuff.
Girls crawling, all types. I was
Oh.
like, man, I don't know.
wow.
I just never had that experience. I'm like, I don't know if I like it or I don't.
So y'all ever use handcuffs?
I have.
I haven't I didn't come in with the handcuffs. They came in with the handcuffs. But
Oh.
yes,
Oh, she was ready.
Tap, tap, tap,
You
tap.
know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think you still got to answer do you like taking charge? Do you like when a woman takes charge instead?
yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. Of it's in the middle. It depends on the situation and who's drinking brown, who's drinking white. And,
No, I mean, hey,
kind of where we at
influences.
with that. So yeah, so
Tequila,
but it's
tequila.
always cool when you got a little surprise where you didn't like you'll date a shy girl or go out with somebody shy and you didn't know they had that dog in them. So yeah,
Hell
Got the
yeah.
dog.
Yeah, you know what?
What are y'all
You know what? Hell
preferences?
yeah.
Y'all prefer to take charge?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I do tend to do that a lot, so I'm trying to learn to be a little more submissive. I'm trying to learn to be a little more submissive. Let it out. So yeah.
I second that. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
say?
just
I feel like you
something-
as shy girl.
I like either.
It's just
I don't
something
even
about
know
it.
what sex is anymore. I don't know how I am. I don't know how I would
like
be
that, bro.
Oh my goodness.
right now at this point in my life.
But how
so-
were you?
How were you?
I was very
Back in
much
the day?
submissive. Very much submissive.
But say, I feel like you the type people would be shocked by you because I feel like you give off oh I'm shy, but I feel like
Yeah.
you get down.
I
You
feel like
don't
you got that
play.
pre you. You got that
Who
pre.
you got the dog?
Do I
in?
give that?
Yes.
Well,
That's
shout out to
dog.
that, but because I feel like
Mysterious
I'm
vibes.
Yeah.
yes, the glasses.
I think I like both.
Right, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is giving librarian.
And maybe because I've seen you dance and move, and I know how you can.
Yes, you are a
be
sexy
tapping
dancer.
into
You're very
sexy
much a
sage.
sexy dancer.
So do you tap into sexy sage behind closed doors? Do you tap into that same
Again,
girl?
it's been a long time, but I mean, maybe kind of, sort of. But I still feel like I haven't really been oh yeah, this how we gonna do it. This is my shit.
You wanna get down? You wanna run your mouth?
Get your ass over here.
Get over here.
Get up
So, I mean,
let's dance.
shit, who knows? Damn, I'm trying to think of that song lyric. I got some pressure built up. What is it?
I know what you're talking about. I need to.
I need to fuck something bad. I got some pressure build up. So the next one, I'm like, they gonna get extra rules, something like that. Y'all heard that TikTok song?
No.
No, they are.
You know, that dog might show up the next
Get a
time.
dog
Shit,
in
it's
him.
been a long.
I think for me, like I like either or. Like I like a man who can,
No down.
you know,
down that wood.
But I also be like, you know,
No, literally. Never mind.
especially because I'm tall, so like you can, then yeah.
What the hell are you saying?
I like to be folded like a paper.
Hell no.
This was crazy.
No, yeah, yeah.
Kathy.
I'm not.
Mom,
I was
don't
gonna
watch
say
this.
something, but
Say it.
Say it.
like when you taking charge and then just be like, fuck.
Yeah, no,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like hell yeah.
It gives me a little confidence boost.
does.
Like
It's empowering.
when
It's
you
very
when
empowering.
you make him squirm, I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm that bitch. Like this much. Got it out.
Very empowering.
You're damn right.
That was okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think that adds to it though, because like when I see that she getting excited about like doing some stuff, then I get excited too. It's like okay,
Right,
she putting in work, she doing her
everybody
thing.
wins.
Yeah, everybody wins.
Yeah.
it's like a two-way street.
Like pleasure from pleasing.
It is. I'm just curious. What's the longest time y'all ever gone without sex?
A year and a half.
I would say like a year and some change.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah, it's been. I could go a year plus.
I don't know about a year plus.
I mean,
Hypothetically, maybe yeah.
I feel like I've gone I don't know.
Cause like in college, I was not playing that. Like, I was not pressed to do that. I don't know. I think a lot of the guys just turned me off in college.
Fair.
So I just wasn't pressed to do that. So I went like I was damn near a virgin, a born again virgin in college. I was not.
Yeah, mine was 2 years.
Yeah.
You were freshman year in college?
Freshman year. No, yeah, I didn't have sex at all freshman year. I actually made it a thing. I made it a thing, not because I didn't want to do that. I had kind of like Kelsey, you get on campus, you meet all these guys. I just left high school. I didn't really like, the guys in my high school weren't really on that. And so I get to college and there's like all these guys.
All these
So
beautiful
I just
men.
kind of like, started having googly eyes over the first guy I started talking to. And he did me so dirty. And I was like, yeah, I'm good on that for the rest of the year. So freshman year, I made it a thing not to have sex.
I low-key hate that I went into
Shit.
college in a relationship. Like
You did.
And I was
I
in
met
a
you
rela-
when you were with-
I was
yeah.
in a relationship from like my freshman sophomore years of high school till like sophomore year of college.
The
Together
same
that long?
person?
Yes.
That's a long time.
So it was like we was like on and off and everything, but that definitely like changed my college experience for sure.
Yeah.
So
I can't think of anybody who was with somebody in high school that is still with that person.
I got a
At least
few
that I
of
know.
them
They went
from
to
back
college.
home.
You do?
Yeah,
That's good. That's
but they
beautiful.
also like some of them didn't even go to school. They just
Oh, okay.
graduated from high
Okay.
school and kind of stayed in the same neighborhood and
yeah, those type of things.
procreated and
I got you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Child. What was the question that you asked
It
again?
was the longest you've gone without it. Mine was 2 years that I've been without. But that was intentional. I was like,
1.5 years.
I don't know if it's been.
like
I really
1.3.
don't
I
know.
think mine was like
I
a
really
year and
don't
some
know.
change.
I don't think it's been
Feel like
that
a year.
long.
Yeah, some change, yeah.
Maybe a year ish.
I know like, your memory starts to get a little foggy as time
Dang.
goes by. Not just you, I'm saying in general. Like you
Day
start,
469.
you start losing.
Yeah.
Well,
That-
freshman year in college, bitch, 2015, 26, bitch. Listen, that was my whole phase, freshman year, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this freedom. I had my own dorm. I was out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity the summer before, and that boy, heard about that because we didn't go to the same school. And then I remember, I'm telling my business. I had been talking to this guy because remember those GSU group chats, GSU
Yeah.
19?
Oh my gosh, yes.
On GroupMe.
Group
And
me, bro.
first day, I think like it was maybe the day I moved in or the day after. I was like, oh yeah, come through. Straight did the do. After that, I ain't really hear from that boy again. And after that, I was like, oh, fuck these niggas. And
No,
that's
facts.
what I did.
Yeah.
Fuck these niggas.
Being heartbroken was the best thing that happened to me.
Speaking of that,
Wait, did y'all answer?
they did.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
So
Did you?
Yeah, it was 9 months.
Okay. Okay, so just round it off.
That's a child.
Not up to a year. Not up to a year.
Basically a year.
Yeah. Speaking of, doing things that, So would y'all say for our guests, is sex on the first date a deal breaker, or does it change your view about the type of woman that she is?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely not a deal breaker. I don't need sex on the first date type deal.
Okay.
Now would I'm not gonna say I judge you either if we did do that, you know what I mean? But I feel like most of the time that I have had something like that, it didn't last. Like it just was like, yeah, we did that, and then now it's continuing to just do that. So, and most of the time it just didn't last. It was just like a fling.
So do you feel like it changed your perspective on her? Like afterwards, like say if it was a woman that you were trying to take seriously, and then y'all end up having sex, and now you're like, okay, well this is all it is.
Yeah, I mean, if that's all it is, then hey, I mean, that's what we're gonna do.
So do you feel
fine.
like say you don't really know them just yet, and this is like your first kind of encounter, and you have sex?
I probably won't do it. I'd be cautious.
Yeah.
Like I don't just have sex with everybody.
Do you feel like having a person that you were just really having sex with, like it just alters like how you just think about them, like you completely shut down? Oh, I would never be serious with you.
Not necessarily, because I feel like that can change.
Yeah.
Feelings change every day, you know what I mean?
So sex wouldn't just completely write you off just because you're...
Nah, just because we started having sex and maybe now, 2 years later, I want to be intimate, like...
Gotcha.
That's still a thing. That can happen.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So it's just... I feel like over time, you get comfortable with that person. Obviously, y'all spending time together if y'all just having sex. You know what I mean? Like, so you're going to eventually start lagging them some way, you know?
Right.
So... Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. It can happen.
Right. What about you, Todd?
Can you layer the question again? Because you asked a lot to him. I forgot the original question.
That's fine. So is sex on the first date a deal breaker, or does it change your view about the type of woman that she is?
Okay. Not a deal breaker, because I feel like if I'm participating in it as well, then what does that say about me?
Hello,
I've always
self-awareness.
been... Okay. Yeah. I've just been... I mean, you just never know what's going to happen in the moment. Like, if y'all go on a really good date and it's just vibing and everything's just going perfect and y'all already had the intellectual chemistry and things like that, and you happen to just want to like, hey, let's just continue this for the night, and then they're down, then, we're all grown at this point. It may have been different when I was like younger, where it's like, oh, I might judge a little bit, but as an adult, it's just one small facet of like the entire relationship that I'm looking out of this. So I don't think it changes up the game or anything like that. And I think I'm a little bit of the opposite. I feel like the times where I may have had something on the first time, it's lasted a lot longer.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's interesting.
I kind of feel like I like a challenge. Like you gave it to me first night, I'm like, all right, now I'm getting comfortable. Like,
That's real.
You like the chase.
Yeah, I am a chaser.
Yeah, I think it might be
definitely
come
am
down
a
to if
chaser.
you like the chase or if you like, so I'm not a
Okay.
chasing
I
type.
like that.
I can see that.
I like that.
Have y'all had sex like on the first
Date before?
encounter?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about them?
Oh yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna say,
whoa.
talking about-
Have y'all? Well, I guess y'all kind of
Oh,
said
yeah,
that y'all
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
But have y'all?
I would say I had sex on the first date, but I knew him. Like I knew him prior, but it was our first date. Like before,
your
it was
first
kind of
actual
like
date.
we just talking or we knew of each other. But it wasn't like I met the person, we went on a date, and that night we had sex. Like
Yeah.
you know, like I knew the person prior,
Yeah, that
but it was our first like official date. So
So it's
you
like you're
know.
comfortable with you already know that person.
Right.
You're not a complete stranger,
Right,
so it's not.
but like it was our first date. We were like,
Yeah, count.
yeah, our first like intentional
Yeah.
date.
Mine's kind of similar to that, basically. I knew him prior, but we were just cool, and then we kind of started talking, and it was okay. Went on a date, and
And it was completely unintentional. I had
Things
zero
just
plans.
Did y'all like try to take them serious after that, or it was just
I tried, but he had other issues he needed to work on in his life, and I was like, okay.
Hell no.
Yeah.
He's like that.
Yeah. I also
But it had
I
nothing
think
to do with the sex, though. He was just weird. Like, he was weirder than I thought he was. Like, it was more things that started coming out, and I was like, I don't like you.
yeah. I would say I definitely think he looked at me differently because then it started becoming like that was the only thing he wanted. Like we stopped going on dates.
Oh, you put it on him. Oh, you was
Put him
you
on
made the show from the first
me.
encounter.
I was like, why aren't we seeing each other during the daytime anymore? Why are you only hitting me up after a certain hour? You know? So I was just like, I definitely feel like his view changed on me. Yeah. And I wish I was comfortable enough to have that conversation with someone. Like, if I feel like their, view changed, I would love to be able to come to them and be like, so did that, But I haven't had that conversation yet.
I like that you said that because I feel like for me, in my adulthood, I've been enjoying people that are comfortable enough to come to me and say those kind of things. Not necessarily that subject, but just like say what's on their mind about the dynamics of it. And it really like holds one person accountable.
Right.
But two, it also shows me like, okay, they're very like aware and invested in this because they want to ask those questions.
Right.
And it locks me in a little bit more.
Yeah, because I know for me, like, I wanted to get to know him for real, and I was just like, damn, I didn't want this to just be that. Yeah. But I feel like I just kind of took it for what it is, and I was just like, okay, like, I'm learning to take things for face value. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm not going to sit, like, I felt like I didn't need to have the conversation because I already knew what it was. I was like, I know the answer. Yeah. But then I also maybe shouldn't be assuming, but like, you're hitting me up only after a certain hour and saying, hey, what you doing? Come through. I'm like, okay, I know what this is. And I'm just like, damn. Like, I'm more than trying to get to know you.
But did you say it to him? Like,
I would.
What?
That you really wanted to actually get to know him?
No, and I would have said it.
I mean, he should know if he hitting you up at nighttime. He
know what he's doing, but it's just like.
And that's why I said, like, I feel like I wish I was like comfortable enough to like have that conversation with him. But I just
get it.
At this point, I'm just like, wiping my hands clean. Yeah. I know what it is, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sex on first encounter.
It was. I don't know what to classify that thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My little.
Oh, your little for the plot.
Getaway.
I mean, it's similar to our situation.
It is
where
similar.
You knew
like
prior.
I knew him before.
Like
I knew him before and stuff. So it was like he's not a stranger, but like. I knew what I was there for. He knew what I was there for. We like we did go out. We went out. We had our ball.
So there was definitely a hidden agenda.
We did but we knew that. Like we established that prior. So I knew like what was going down. He knew what was going down, and we knew at the end of the night, like after we have our our dinner and fun and connections. Once I was like, all right, it's time to go. I know.
Because at the end of the day got to end.
The day got to end.
And the day go in.
So it's like, I don't like regret it or anything, but part of me is kind of just like, what was the reason? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, you could have saved that in the sense that it was bad, but just like doing certain things for the plot, it's just like,
Yeah, I get you.
I'm like, I could have just like,
yeah,
it just don't hit like how I thought, because I had because I had never like done that before. That was my first time, like, just taking that risk and being like, this is what I'm here for. This is what you're here for. I'm a lover girl. They already know this, but like, I'm a lover girl. I'm like, yeah, you should fall in love with me after talking to me for 10 minutes. Absolutely. I would fall in love with me. I say this all the time, but so, but I was a little, not sad, but I was just like, like,
damn.
Like, dang, like, you're not even gonna check if I made it home safe?
That's crazy, yeah.
No, we did not talk. We did not talk until like he hit me like months later and was just like, hey, like just checking in. Like, you checking in now? I could have been dead on the side of the road. How do you know I made it home safe?
That's tough.
That's crazy.
My Shayla.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. So I know we're talking about more so like traditional sex. So if y'all out on the first date, it's vibe, it's good, and then before he leave, he's like, let me give you some head.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on the table or is that still off the table? Does that count? Does that count?
That's on the table. Put it on the table.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Okay.
Put it on the table. Is that bad?
Okay. I mean, really, realistically, really, you should, if you don't know, like, their sexual health for real. Because that's your mouth, like it's no condom. That's your mouth getting straight on my mouth.
Yeah. On my genitals.
Damn, that is quite the proposition. Like, because some niggas just munches.
I can't do it, bro. Like, if we do it, if you
I can't
down,
just, you can't
if
just
you
give me
there,
head and it's, that's it.
We going to second base.
You gotta have
like,
that little self-control.
No, but they tell you
no,
that.
You put your mouth down there.
It is a setup. It is kind of a setup. Let me put the tip in.
That's a setup.
But what if he like after he did it, y'all climax came, whatever you
No,
want to call it.
no.
You not walk away after.
No, you are not about to get me
with
Little
that
Caesars
shit
hot
out.
and ready, and then we just parting ways. Like,
He's not getting you hot and ready.
and I finished what I'm doing, and we
you
just
did
hot
what you had to
and
do.
ready.
No. Where here? Y'all are
No.
saying y'all can't be satisfied with just head. Is what y'all saying.
That's
No.
exactly what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay, well, fair.
Not-
Me to say it.
I mean, like,
what?
unless he's my man. If it's my man, then like,
Yeah,
that's
because like,
different.
give me a
That's
little head
different.
here and there, like,
'Cause it's
okay,
like,
whatever. But
How? He gives you head and you finish.
because
He
when I
goes
come
until
home,
you're done,
when he
and you're
come
like,
home,
I still
already
need
know I
more.
got the-
I still.
Baby,
Give me that. Put everything in.
I think when it's your person, you know, like, okay, right now he just give me some head. I know, like, when he come home, we gonna finish it.
But he's not your person.
But
That's what I'm saying. That's why
It'd
I'm
be
not
different
doing. We
if
not
he-
going there.
If he's not, you just gonna have to finish.
That's why
the
I'ma just
job.
So
refuse
head
the-
is reserved to your person.
No, that's not what we saying.
No.
what
Well,
we saying is,
well, wait, hold on. Let me gather.
Yeah, cause y'all sold.
George had a question. What are you saying?
I'm saying it was supposed to be a first date thing, though. Like it's just a.
Right.
He just said, "Oh,
Yeah.
We're not talking about your
I mean,
person.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
I can't do it.
no,
I can't do
you
it.
can't-
Okay, so no.
If you're
It's
not
just
gonna
no.
whip it out,
Okay,
you
period.
can't.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
I love him.
We can't do anything.
I mean, we love it either, but
We love it either, but I
yet to
if
come
you
across
gonna
what
eat,
I
finish the job.
finish the job, and if you
Can't
can't do
imagine
that,
saying
you
no.
just gotta go. You can't. Don't touch me, because then it's just gonna go there.
I am straight. We run a tight ship over here.
But
Okay.
We run a tight ship around
they
here.
got rules."
We do.
you want
Hell.
to get down, or you want to run your mouth?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that was a really good. That was a
That
good
was a
question.
great question.
Clearly, it got us divided on our answers.
50-50.
Look,
We love
okay.
that.
It's
But
okay.
okay, so for y'all, for our guests, does a girl's sexual history matter when considering being in a relationship?
I'm gonna say yes. Only I don't want to know everybody you had sex with. I'm not that guy. Like, oh, run down every no. But if it's one of my friends, I need to know.
Okay.
Because
Fair.
guys, we got, you know what I mean? Like I'm not walking into a situation. I'm bringing you, and then he's there, one of my homeboys or something, and he like, oh, y'all a thing, you know. I don't want to find out from him that happened. You know what I mean? So
that need to be brought up on the first date. Like if she knows.
like if you know
expect
that you
that to be
talked to
brought
one of
up
my
on the
homeboys
first- yeah.
or something, tell me. You know
Is
what
that
I
a
mean?
deal breaker?
It depends on how much history I had.
Yeah.
Like if y'all were like really in a relationship. First off, I don't date none of my friends, exes, nothing like that. I only look their direction. That's not even a thing for me. But like, if I didn't know about it though, you know. But if you not telling me and we walk in a situation, I'm gonna leave.
so if you didn't know about it and she didn't really know, and she's like, "Oh shit, you know him? I actually had sex with him."
I would need you to tell me, yeah.
When she
When
realizes,
she's
like,
saying-
"Oh, y'all
saying
know
she
each
didn't
other."
Oh
know
yeah,
y'all were
yeah.
friends.
Like, once you
Oh,
realize
okay.
it, like don't keep it no secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's more than likely it's gonna come up somewhere, and I'd rather come up in the beginning than
Yeah.
You know.
What if he's like a homeboy that you're not really that close with?
Then I wouldn't care.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't. That's not my. Yeah.
But like a close friend, of course.
Oh, if it's a close
Yeah.
friend, yeah, I'm up out of there. I'm gone.
Yeah.
More than likely.
It's all right.
Okay. I think that was like one of the problems at Clayton State a lot. Was,
You know,
was the
high school.
intertwining
It was
of
high
bodies.
school.
intertwining,
High school with dorms.
There's a lot of
The
friction
shared
going
bodies.
on. I mean, I got friends that like we're very. If we get to that point where it's like, hey, I'm really feeling this person. Like, I want to see what's up. We will tell each other like, okay, here's kind of the basic rundown without going into too much detail. And then it's on them to decide if they want to continue to pursue that. And most of the times they were still open to, kind of date because obviously, you're not together anymore. But it depends on the history. If it's like, yeah, we were kind of locked in for real and I was hoping that would have went somewhere, or they might have been hoping that would have went somewhere, then I don't want to put that situation where it gets a little weird, a little awkward. It's not necessarily like I don't look bad on people's history in terms of like how many people they've been with or anything like that. Because I feel like everybody kind of lies on that anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
And as long as you get to the point where it's like, okay, we both clean, so
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Right.
good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Would you? So say if there was a girl, right, and she was a known hoe on campus, back in the day,
Don't look at me.
right? Back in the day.
Not looking at you like that.
I know,
Right.
but
you were
we can
unaware. Say
think
she
of
went to a
people.
different college and you were unaware, right? But then you get in a relationship with her. She's clean. you're in love. Is her history gonna affect y'all moving forward if she was like a known whole campus on another?
I mean,
on another territory.
I'm deep in the word, and I believe in redemption. You know, if you have repented on that and prayed on it and are looking to move forward, then let's not cast the first stone or whatever they say.
Yeah.
It's something. You got to think on it. Like, you can't just like in an instant be like, okay, yeah, like let's just do this.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll pray on it and think on it. And but if the vibe is there and the chemistry is there, and I feel like they can make a good wife and a good mother, then we can explore that and see where it goes.
That was beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's very beautiful.
Come on, redemption.
Redemption.
Grown man energy.
You feel
Seriously. Period.
Yeah. Me? No.
Do y'all have anything y'all want
I feel like we too grown to be worried
Does a
about
man's
just bodies.
sexual
Like,
history matter for y'all?
I mean, like George was saying,
Organs?
like if you have had sex with like people that are very close to me, that's like, no, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But if you had a past of doing a lot of things, that's your past.
Yeah.
As long as you know your statuses of your health, who the
Yeah,
fuck am I
I'ma
to
need them
judge? I had a
results.
past
Yeah.
too.
That's how I feel we all got
Might need that
past.
I had a
need them
past.
results.
Your
I
past
had a
doesn't matter
past.
to me. I
Yeah.
think we all know I have an ex who possibly slept with a friend of mine before me, which is fine. That's not the issue because it was before I even got to Georgia State. Started off at Clayton State.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is because I asked him multiple times, and he said no. He's also a liar, so I'm not sure. I have to talk to her. I'm gonna say that, and I will talk to her this year. I'm gonna make that a goal because, like, she's still one of my friends. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know who I'm talking about. But it's like, it doesn't matter what your history is, but just tell me, because if I'm still friends with her, I'm still looking her in the face every time.
Yeah.
That's
we
my
go out
biggest
or whatever. That's my only issue because one, I asked you, two, you lied to my face. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be the problem because I don't want to be in my homeboy face and he know what my girl really look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
What she really
Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Let's not be sneaky,
Yeah.
about
And
it.
it's not even that, because again, it was before I even got to state. It's just tell me the truth.
It's just
That's
transparency.
it. It's just
Yeah.
transparent because I was transparent with my ex when I introduced him to Clayton State people, and I was like, hey, there's this one person. We do have a history. It was a long time ago, but he's gonna be in your face because we're gonna be here.
Yeah.
And it's just, I just feel like that's a respect thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
yeah, I think when it's a situation like that, it's like
Just
that's when it matters.
communication.
But like, if you're clean, you've repented, you've grown as a person, everybody has a past, then it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. Transparency, being vulnerable, all that's like, we're grown. Like, just be so for real. Like, come on now.
I want to get messy and shout out my former homeboy who played me, but I ain't gonna do it.
Ooh.
But I do want to get to that point.
Wait,
tell
Yeah,
me.
get
Wait,
into
tell the
it.
story though.
I want to know.
We want to know.
For real.
I don't know if you
Y'all
know him
could-
like that.
From
Oh, but it was with the end.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Really?
that situation. Yeah.
Did you want to talk?
Elaborate.
You wanna talk about it?
Elaborate.
Now I probably shouldn't because they gonna come for me and
Keep it broad.
We could
keep it broad.
Right, I'm curious.
Keep it broad.
I mean, if,
I respect what they got going on now. So let me.
I mean, we could talk about it off air. if
Oh,
you
it's
talk
want.
currently still.
Yeah, it's still going on.
That's
Yeah.
fair. We
Off
listen.
air.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay.
Off air edition.
But I was about to say we can do that off air.
Okay, so before we get into our little game and wrap up the episode, what's your funniest or most underwhelming sexual experience? This is for anybody.
Boys go first.
Or one of them if you have.
Yeah, but y'all have, you
That's
know.
on the thing.
Yeah, you go ahead, bro.
I got one rapid fire.
No.
So this was back in the dorms back in the day, and fantastic day. This was back in the times where it was like you could do Woman Crush Wednesday, Man Crush Monday. I'm not sure if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
But I met them off of that little game and started like kind of dating. It was really good, and we got to that point. She invited me back to the crib. I was like, okay, bet. I was like, I'm the type like I need to freshen up first. I need to pretty boy shit. And so I'm like, let me use your restroom real quick. Got my little bag with me, and so I go in there, lift up the toilet. Big ass shit. Big ass shit.
No.
And she in there still getting ready. She on go. She in the bed, and
She on go.
I was like,
Did you flush it?
I actually didn't. I didn't flush it. I couldn't do it.
Was there at least wipes there was tissue in it?
I don't think so. No. I'm having PTSD now, but
Oh my god.
yeah, I was like, this is it. Yeah,
Y'all had come back
I'm
from a
cooked.
date. Was she in the bathroom when you was there?
No.
What? I guess
she was trying to hurry up and get ready, so she probably just forgot to flush.
No,
at
you
the
don't
time.
forget to flush after a poop.
But that was an intense one. I could do like a couple of pebbles in there, but like if it's
But
like,
it was a whole like.
yeah, you done splattered the. You know when they got that splatter on the bowl?
Oh!
All right,
Stomach
bro.
hurt.
That's great.
It was one of those wet ones.
Yeah, one of the wet ones. Yeah, had a couple of cappuccinos.
Dang.
Yeah, killed the vibe. We ain't never been close like that since.
Maybe
I
her
just
stomach
couldn't-
hurt.
Nah.
I get that, but at the time, it was just like.
So it just turned you off completely. Did
I
y'all
was
even do the
done.
do?
Yeah, nah.
Dang.
You just left?
Did you
How'd you
stay?
tell
Did y'all
her?
cuddle?
We talked for a little bit, but I didn't.
Did
you tell her
what you saw?
I didn't tell her what I saw.
Did you flush it?
I didn't flush it either.
I wonder
I'm sure
if
she
after
knows.
the fact she went to the bathroom for whatever reason
she
and saw
knew.
that shit.
I hope she didn't think that was me.
Oh no.
Nah, we good.
Dang.
He had that, like, that's traumatizing for
It's
him.
traumatizing.
He had that ready
I had
to
that
go.
ready,
I'm sitting here
man.
like,
Well, y'all did though, girls poop.
Instantly.
Yes, I did
But
that.
still, like,
Instantly.
No, I get it, but I remember seeing this tweet and it was like this guy and he was like, I just found out girls take shits. And it was like a meme of somebody being like irritated and I was like, well, we don't just keep it in there. Like,
It's not something we imagine on the regular, but
I would be mortified if I saw some shit like
No,
that.
I would literally
I
die.
would be like,
tough.
oh no.
just leaving it in there.
Oh,
is
no, no,
crazy.
no.
yeah, because it's stewed. You know, it's stewed in there for a couple hours.
That's what I was saying. Like, it was sitting there.
No tissue is crazy though.
Yeah, no tissue is crazy. That's really what I was worried about. I was like, ain't no tissue in it.
No wipes, no tissue.
That's concerning.
Unless they
Maybe
use
she
the wipe.
hopped
They
in the
could have put the
shower.
wipes into the trash can. I didn't check
No.
the trash, so I don't know. Because you can't
That's
flush. You
crazy.
can't
But
flush
you
the
don't.
wipes.
got
Yes, you
flushable
can. They have
they got
flushable
flushable
wipes.
wipes, but
Flushable
still.
OMG.
Why would you wipe yourself and put it in the trash?
Girl. You
Because even if I saw it in the trash, I would still be looking at you like, bitch.
I don't know.
All you have to do is get some flushable wipes from the Target.
Oh my gosh. Anybody else?
Oh,
You got yours, George?
all right, so after my freshman year in college, you know, it was that, you know, summertime. Everybody in college go back home, wherever you from. So I had this one girl, she was talking to me crazy all summer, like, you know, hyping it up, like, you know, gassing. So the first day of school in my head, I'm like, I'm ready, like, you know what I mean? So
Waste
I'm-
no time.
Yeah, I'm coming immediately. I'm coming straight to your door after we move in, like, because I promise, if y'all would have seen the messages back then, like, it was intense.
They were crazy.
And I'm not even no phone sex type guy, but the way she was talking, it was like, you
It was
really about to do, you know what I mean?
Oh no.
I get to her dorm.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That was yeah. So it was.
Create the scene.
So,
Create
all
the
right,
scene.
so you know we getting there, we kissing and all that, you know, cool. We getting undressing, and I seen a happy trail. And I'm not opposed to body hair, you know, cool. But then it was just like a forest down there.
Oh, so you don't.
And
Oh.
No, see, I do it for my girl, yeah, but not like no random girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I seen the forest. I was like, okay, but then it had
No.
but it had a stench.
Oh, see, that's
that's
what
why I
I'm
was
saying.
like-
You can't be keeping that, bro.
Like I smelled it. I was
Not
like,
if you gonna have sex. Come on now.
let me go to the bathroom. I text my homeboy so quick. I was like, hey, bro, I need you to call me to get me out.
That's the trick.
That's the big. If y'all ever,
Yeah, oh
I'm
my
tell
God,
y'all a
I've
man's
seen that
secret, bro. Like
happen.
if a man ever like said, "Oh, my homeboy called me, I gotta go." Yeah, that's we do that. That's our escape.
I've done
seen
that
that.
bore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our escape. I ain't gonna lie. So
Escape plan, very
I
simple,
text
man.
him immediately. Like I was like when I was washing my hands and stuff, you know. Luckily he responded quick, but he called me, told me he had an emergency. I got on, went straight back to my room.
That's inexcusable.
Wait, so
Because
what's the
you're
happy
in your
trail? The happy
dorm.
trail is like the little.
From the belly button down,
Okay,
which is
okay.
fine. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, we
No.
all get body hair.
I ain't never seen that before.
You're in your dorm. You can wash up. If you're not gonna shave that shit, you can wash
You
up
could.
so that
She could have shaved. A
hair
happy trail
traps-
is on
hair
a woman
traps
who
She knew you were
uses
coming.
She knew I was
Sweat.
coming.
pieces of hair. She could
Right.
just shave that shit off.
She knew I was coming, but that was that was a
her
terrifying
dorm.
experience.
So
Terrifying.
stench, right? Like she had been sweating,
not like
or
musty, like
like-
you just went to the gym, but it was like
like
fish. And one thing, I never had no sex talks with my family, but my dad, he definitely told me, you smell something like that, you better get on up out of there.
Abort mission.
Yeah, he definitely
Abort
said that.
mission.
Back up.
Oh no! And like Forrest, like
Girl, Forrest.
Kelsey.
That's it.
Forrest.
Next.
Under funniest or underwhelming sexual experience.
Like, yeah, it wasn't even no curly hairs. It was
shit
real
That
life.
is terrifying.
Yeah, it was terrifying,
Y'all
bro.
got the experience?
Give me a minute.
There was this one time. So it was dark. I don't know if the guy was a little insecure, but I don't mind a little light. I mean, I like the dark, but like it was pitch black. I'm like, I can't see, right? So I guess we were on the edge of the bed. I don't know where we at. I'm expecting him to kind of like lead a little bit, right? So he puts me on top of him and we fall off the bed. I'm like, so you ain't feel your body halfway? Like it literally was like it happened so fast. He like rolled me over, put me on top, and we fall off the bed. And I'm just like, did you not feel half of your body on? I can't see shit. I cannot see anything. So if you put me on top of you, baby, I'm thinking you anchored to the bed. This nigga puts me on top, and I guess his body was halfway on the bed, and we fall. We fall off the bed.
We fall down.
And I'm just like, and I could tell he was a little bit embarrassed. And I was just like, what happened? I'm like, did you not feel
I
that
would have
you
started
were halfway
laughing.
off the bed?
I probably have been laughing the whole time.
You know, we were laughing. No. We were able to laugh about it, but like, I was just like, I was like, we really fell off the. I'm like, that's some shit that happens in like
Movies. Yeah.
We literally fell off the bed. He was just like, my bad. I'm like,
the visual I had in my head.
And I'm just like,
so
did you
funny.
not? Like, that was my first time. I'm like, did you not feel half of your body off the bed? Like, what happened? We were able to laugh about it. But I was just like, bro.
Like, hello.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think he felt majority of it because I was still on top of him, so I didn't feel
Right.
much of it.
He
But
broke
I'm
your
like, are you
fall.
good?
He broke your
About to
fall.
But we fell off the bed.
Such a gentleman. Y'all still had sex after that?
Yeah. I said we was able to laugh about it, but I was just like, how did this happen? How did this? I said, put that nightlight on, because clearly you need it. But yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Y'all got one? I already talked about mine on a previous.
I talked about one on a previous episode. I have had a couple of Minutemen experiences.
Yeah.
So the other one, right? It was just, I was there and we was doing it and
Then it was done.
Oh.
And he pulled out and I was like,
He didn't say nothing?
he was just like, oh, I haven't had sex in a while.
Oh, God.
But did he run it back to try to redeem
You got one.
himself?
I was about to
He
say
did
you
it
get one
twice.
time.
He
Like,
did. And this
You
guy
get one
actually
time.
liked him a lot. So I was like, okay. Then I went over again. This was in college. I went over again, and it happened again. And I was like,
So what's the excuse this time?
okay. And, I kind of just, I liked him so much. I kind of just dealt with it for a while. And it was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was just so bad. Like, it was just underwhelming. There was one time we were doing it, and there was a movie on, and I was watching the movie. Like it was Doggy, and I was like,
The movie was more entertaining than what was going on.
and I was just faking the moans, and I was just watching the
Why don't
movie.
y'all have those conversations? Why don't you tell him like after, like, hey, what
Because at the time I was younger, I was like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. I like him.
Okay.
Do you think a guy can honestly handle that? Like, say if he's a minute, like, what conversation can we have if, like, what would that look
gotta go
like?
to
What would that
therapy.
For a
discussion?
minute, man?
Yeah. Like, what can be said? What can be said? How would
He
that
know
conver-
better.
How
He
would that
fucking know better.
Yeah,
Does he though? Because he
like,
keeps doing it.
Yeah, he must.
Some people, like we said, got disorders.
Yeah, some people that is a really
That was
disorder.
mine.
Was there build up to it? Like, because I know some people with foreplay, it'd be so intense. Like, by the time they get to the actual plot,
Stay excited.
It was foreplay, but it wasn't enough foreplay for it to be like, that's it. You know what I mean? So it was, and then it was multiple, because I dated this guy. So it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
okay.
Tough.
That's
Sorry.
disappointing.
It's okay. I mean, he ended up being
sure
weird.
he's fine
So.
now.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's at least he was able to get it up.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is this a segue?
That Huh?
Is this a segue into your stuff?
No, I mean
okay.
a little. Yeah, that was. This happened to me twice, dog. Like
Wait, did
another
it?
time?
There was another time?
when I traveled to a certain part of Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was
What was that like?
Oh. Yeah.
We were, like he was cool, and like we was drinking before, and he was just drinking a bit intensely, like, and I've heard before, like, alcohol for some can cause either like you can't finish or you can't start.
Yeah, whiskey dick.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
a thing?
term.
Whiskey dick. Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Whiskey
never
dick?
heard.
Whiskey dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard the term.
Adding that in my
Well,
mental
okay,
vocabulary.
noted.
Right.
Well, I guess that's what he had. Answers. So we were drinking very intensely, but he was mixing bad. Like,
See,
we
No,
had,
niggas
we
get
had,
too drunk,
mixing
they
is
already
had-
gonna have problems.
we had, some dark, and then that's what I stuck with. And next thing you know, he pulled out a tequila and then the champagne. I'm like, oh, slow down, Savannah, slow down.
Mixing with white is one thing, but
It was
mixing liquor with champagne is insanity.
Yeah.
You're
It
trying
was
to
a
die.
lot. And so then, like we're lit now at this point and everything, and then, it's time for that. And so we're
It's time for
that. It's time. So like we were kissing and everything, and doing what we do. And then he was like hyping himself up, like, you ready for this?
Oh.
Oh, God.
Like, just, talking smack and everything after we have already finished the foreplay. So, yeah, nigga, I'm ready. I've been ready. Like, at this point, like, come on with the rest of the show.
With the rest of the show.
And then I'm like, I see him, like, struggling a little bit. So I'm like, you good? And he's like,
You good is crazy.
give me a second. And then a second just did not turn into nothing else. And then he crashed and went to sleep.
Crashed.
I was just about to ask what y'all do after that.
Crash.
He went to sleep, was knocked out. And then when I tell you, like, knocked out, like we was on an air mattress because he had just, like, moved into his place.
Then there's that.
And he was, like, so dead tired that I think he forgot I was in the bed, because I'm, like, damn near off the air mattress at this point. He's, like, sprawled out, snoring, everything. And I'm pissed off because
I'd have pushed his ass.
you see how small I am? Like,
Yeah, you right.
like,
I'd
he was
push
too
his
big
ass.
for all that. And so I was mad. So then he didn't have no furniture. So then I went and slept on this little, like, ottoman type thing that he
my
had
goodness.
in the living room. And then in the middle of the night, he comes and he's like, why are you out here? And I'm like, what you mean why I'm out here?
You wrestled me off
like,
the
you
bed, bro.
just wrestled me off the bed, and then things didn't go as we had anticipated. And he was like, well, he was like, maybe we could try again. I'm like, no, we're not trying again. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's not, I'm good. But, I mean, but he did, like,
I was going to say, did he...
he gave me some head, and it was,
Okay.
it was
Okay.
real good.
He's like, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
leaving here with
It was
something.
like it was good, but yeah, I think young men with their erectile dysfunction, that
It's a lot more young men out here with ED than
We
I
need
would've
to-
anticipated.
Yeah, we need to.
It might be. I
It's
don't know.
porn.
A lot of dudes be taking them rhino pills now too.
Rhino
that?
pills.
Yeah, them gas station pills.
And they be
know what's
relying
up.
on those honey
Yeah.
pads and stuff.
Honey pads.
Whoa.
Oh, so like a
Yeah.
Viagra type.
Yeah, essentially.
Basically,
But why are
yeah.
you taking it so
You
young?
young taking this.
People hear about it.
Yeah,
Like you
don't
just
have
like
no
the honey
confidence
pack.
in
The honey
yourself.
pack
That's
was
true.
a
Yeah,
trend.
that was a trend.
It's
Yeah.
a trend. People, I've never touched a honey pack in my life, but like
I never
people
tried it.
real
I
into
tried the pink pussycat one time.
it. But see, same thing with that. Like it's the same
pink
thing.
pill. It
It
didn't
makes
really
you
do anything.
lubricate.
For me,
I
it
tried
didn't
honey.
really make me feel anything. I never tried the.
Some of
honey,
those are dangerous
though.
too.
Yeah, and
Vaginal.
after I tried it, I was like, I'm
Very
not doing
intense,
this
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So once your body start relying on that,
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
That's sad.
I never got the hype of the honey pack.
I was not putting that in my body.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just a pack of honey?
I look like it. I seen
It has to
videos.
have some
I ain't
some
seen-
kind
Some
of
kind of
ingredient that
chemical.
like get you going. I feel like I wish I had
Am I
more
not
interesting
enough?
stories I could tell, but the stories I could tell, it would have to go into detail. Yeah, I don't know if them people watch this, so.
Well,
Shit. Well, we gonna move on to our game then. Thank y'all for sharing, y'all.
No, I had a great laugh.
Oh yeah, no, the falling off the bed and the poop really got me. Like that was
crazy.
It was like he had that on standby. Like I'm
ready. Bowels.
Gotta get that off
Hell,
my
I
chest.
didn't know it was going that way at all.
Okay, so we're about to do a little game. It's called This or That. Woo,
Bless you.
This or That. So yeah. Okay, and it's just one word, one or the other. Don't know it. No explaining for real. Just one word. Okay. Giving or receiving?
Giving.
Y'all both say giving?
Yeah.
Both.
Both. Can we say both?
Sure.
I'm gonna say both.
That's cheating.
That's cheating. She said one
I
word.
feel like
yeah.
it is.
That's one word. Both.
One word.
yeah, choose
I feel
one.
like I'd
That's
say
why you
both.
can't play games with black people.
Both.
If both counts, I'll say both.
Okay.
Both.
We could do both.
If
Both.
y'all
Say
want.
both.
I feel like that is cheating, but you know.
Receiving. Next one.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah. Passionate or a little rough?
Ooh. At this point in my life.
Now I want to say both, but I can't. So
Right, let's not do
I'm
both
a-
no more.
Oh, so we
I'ma
can't. So we can't
say-
do both no more.
No.
I'm
No.
gonna say passionate.
Ooh. No, first. Huh?
Passionate or rough?
Come back to me.
I'll say passionate.
I like a little rough.
Okay.
Did you already answer?
Everybody.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'll say passionate.
Passionate.
Okay. No sex for a year or bad sex for a year?
No sex for a year.
Yeah, no sex. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
take
I can see
none.
that's it.
Because I will grow to resent you.
No. Literally.
Okay, so we're all no sex for a year.
I will hate you.
Lights on or lights off? Lights off.
Off. Yeah.
Off.
Off.
I want that blue or red light though, but I'm gonna say off.
Like a lamp.
A lamp?
So lights
I
on.
would say on. I want to see.
Well, it is a light, so I say off.
So you're
Maybe
on.
if I was just
On.
stacked, like, oh yeah, I'm about to tear this shit up, and my body
Got
is
it.
just,
You
like,
fine
hell yeah,
hell.
keep
Talk
all
about
these
on.
lights on.
With your fine ass. I want to see you. That.
Clothes, like, okay, y'all know what we mean when we say clothes. Like, you know how some men be putting like the shorts at the ankle and all that, whatever. Yeah. Clothes or butt naked?
I like when she got some clothes on, like a little bit of something, like a open dress shirt thing.
Yeah.
You get up in there, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, clothes.
No, come back to me.
Oh, I'm naked.
I feel
Yeah.
like I don't mind an article of clothing either. Like, yeah, I don't know.
It'd be chilly out here, man.
Take it off though. That's
Yeah,
all.
I don't mind some skin.
Yeah, take that shit off. Naked.
Naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know what George gonna say for this one based on his forest story. So bald or trimmed?
Definitely bald.
Wait, bald or trimmed, okay.
I'm fine with trim, but I'll say both.
Bow.
Bald.
I'll say bald.
It's got to be bow.
Are you talking about like us being that way or them?
Maybe more female.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for them.
Female.
What do you
Okay.
prefer? Yeah.
Y'all prefer bald with the men?
I ain't never gonna have no hair.
I don't know.
That's it. I
I've
would shave mine
seen
anyway,
that.
I like
You
that.
I've seen
I've
a
had
guy
that.
How
who
does
trims
it-
down there.
It just look naked.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I was
It's
just like,
not-
oh.
But like it was like he got waxed.
No,
like you
he took some
shaved, like-
clippers.
Yeah.
You gotta, you
Oh,
gotta
trim.
foil
That's
shave
trim.
or
So
full
No,
body
but
shave.
no, but it was like no hair at all.
I'm saying y'all preference
That's still
for
a
men,
trim,
bald or
though.
trimmed.
Bald.
You
For
prefer-
men?
you
Really?
For if I
men.
had a choice, like when if you naked,
don't know if I-
then-
Scares me a bit.
I'd be like, what do you do?
It's like-
Only one of us can be bald.
Yeah. It's a lot of
I can
skin
see
rubbing
everything.
against each other.
Fair.
I mean, but realistically, like trimmed is cool
depends
because
on what
that's
you do
more.
for a
That's
living.
more
Definitely
like,
trimmed and not
Because some
grown out.
male
because
models have to do that. For
You
like,
got some hair stuck in
That-
your tooth?
I was gonna sit here and lie and say no, but shit. Yeah, trim that shit.
Yeah. That's
Oh my
well,
god, it's crazy.
that was fun. Yeah.
Y'all gotta be more.
Y'all have any more
Anyone
to ask?
oh yeah, the gentleman
Before we
asked
go
us.
into our next little, we'll wrap up the end of the episode.
This or that.
I think we pretty much.
Oh, music or no music?
Music.
No music.
Music.
No music.
No music. No, I'm just kidding. I like music. I like music.
I gotta have some.
I'd rather
like
hear
music.
It's a
something.
vibe. It adds to the experience.
Because imagine just
Definitely something.
like fucking in silence.
Yeah.
Especially if that person not like a talker or anything like that.
Yeah,
They're just
it's-
dead.
Ooh, that's another one. Talking or no talking?
Talking.
Not too much, but just
Not
like
too.
a,
Yeah,
Don't-
not too
yeah,
much.
don't-
It depends what you saying.
It depends on your voice too. Like I
It depends if you actually putting in the work that you're
Right.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like when like he putting in work and his voice is real. Like
Yeah,
visual.
but the actions gotta match the talking. If you talking all this shit while in it and you're not
That'll
doing shit,
irritate.
that is
I'm
a
not
quick
irritated.
way to turn me off. Like,
get up.
get up. I'm gonna get
That's
up.
funny.
You pissing me off.
I would say, I guess I'll say talking if you saying the right stuff. Because if not, I'm like, man, get out of here.
Yeah,
Hair pulling, no hair pulling.
Pull.
Pull.
a little yank.
It depends on my hairstyle, but
Does
Snatch
he
out.
need to ask
If
that
the-
beforehand? Does he need to qualify? Like where we at with things? before
it
he
depends
starts?
on my
ask if he could
hairstyle.
pull.
Yeah.
Just
That-
don't be
I
too
appreciate
violent.
I would
that.
appreciate
No,
that because if I had
a
on a wig,
ponytail one time, like the long braided ponytail, he asked. He's like, "Can you pull that?" I said, "Thank
No.
you for asking."
it's gonna come
Thank
on.
you. And it was secure. I said, "Baby, you can grab it." But I was like,
I would
appreciate
love
that.
for you to
I don't know.
ask
In the
because
moment,
if-
I feel like that would take away. Like, can I pull you?
I love
I mean,
that.
ahead of
Consent.
time.
Yeah.
Can I
thoughtful.
pull? Nope, because it's not
Okay.
secure.
Okay, maybe
Because if a
ahead
girl
of
had a
time.
wig on and it wasn't secured, and the guy started
that's
pulling, and she
true.
gonna be mad.
And now you
It's
borrow.
true.
So I appreciate
Hold the
the
truth.
ask.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like
good.
a little,
Wig
little-
cap
do a
everywhere.
little hair pull. Choke or no?
Oh,
Choke. Choke.
I like a
Choke.
little grip.
Choke.
Yeah.
Toys or no toys?
I was gonna ask. I ain't gonna
No,
get too
yeah,
much of
I'm
We
your
not
getting
toys.
spicy. We going
I ain't
now.
gonna get you.
I mean, like,
I gotta. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. I ain't never been with nobody that does that, so I don't know.
Me either.
I feel like
I haven't been able to explore that fully
Yeah.
for real. So
see, I have. Who I'm telling my business. I have with a certain type of people.
Heard you.
Gotcha.
Oh,
it depends on
Gotcha.
it depends on the
Yeah, they.
yeah.
Gotcha.
The
The setting.
group of people.
Group?
No, not that's not. No. Not the
Demographic.
group. I'm saying like the demographic
Yeah.
yeah.
of people.
Gabby said,
Don't think too
listen
hard
and
about it.
don't
We
do.
listen
Don't think-
and we don't judge.
No, I don't
Think
do.
too
I
hard
don't
about
do
it.
group.
Yeah.
I don't do group. Yeah, with
Yeah,
that.
depends. Yeah, when you say toy,
You put it like that.
Yeah,
say toy.
What do
When
you mean by that?
If you could read between the lines.
yeah. And if
Y'all
you can,
ever-
I'm sorry.
Y'all ever had a threesome or would have a threesome? I mean, y'all business. I know.
I've never had one.
Yeah, me neither.
Would you want one?
I used to. You know, every guy gonna say, yeah, you want
Yeah,
to.
everybody gonna say that.
That's not a very likely thing to happen, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But most times, somebody tell me they did, I probably won't believe you. More than likely.
fair.
But hey, some people get locked up, you know.
You trying to get down? You trying to run your mouth? That was funny.
Yeah. I've never had one. I used to think like if I was to ever have one, like I would be the one, like it would be me and my man and then we choose. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I think I would
wanna
want to be the third
person,
girl.
so I can go home.
So that way
Yeah.
I can do what I do, leave, not have to deal with the
No
repercussions.
emotional damage.
not- you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like,
Agreed.
if I was, I would probably want to be
Yeah.
the third person so I can
Yeah.
just dip in.
Nowadays,
Alright,
yeah.
toodles.
Nowadays, if
I
I was to
agree
do
with
that,
you, Kajah.
I'll be the
Less issues.
visitor.
Yeah.
I step
I'll
in.
be
Hey,
the
what's
third,
up?
Yeah.
and then
What's
y'all
up?
can reconcile
Yeah.
this emotionally the way that y'all want
I'm
to.
head out.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
head
never
out.
had one.
That's a
It was
lot.
nice.
That would be a cool.
It's a lot of those
shit,
type of
bucket
couples
list.
out in Atlanta.
Swingers?
Right now. Yeah. Especially on the dating apps, like crazy.
Fair.
I never had no dating app.
We did dating
Never.
Me neither.
Child.
Not even Tinder. Like
Lucky
early-
man.
What?
Me neither.
Child.
It's crazy.
What?
man.
You never
The last time I was
No.
single, Facebook actually made me a dating account on its own.
Oh, Facebook got a dating
But
app?
I-
Yeah,
do got
yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
I was
dating
like,
now.
what is this?
Turn that
But
shit off.
yeah, I turned it right off.
Yeah, I turned that shit
I
off.
never wanted to be seen on there. Like,
Yeah.
On
one of
Facebook.
y'all on there,
That's weird.
any of them though, like, one of y'all on there, y'all see me like, oh, George,
I slick feel the
Right.
same
You
way.
have
Like, I
to,
feel
yeah,
like
to
I'd
change
be
your
embarrassed
location
a little bit.
because when I
Yeah.
made a Hinge and I put that I went to Georgia State, it was like Georgia State niggas, and I was like, ew.
Child, I don't see people I know on
It's the
Hinge. I'm just like,
So
you
then
know
I just
what?
said I was in New York.
I'm gonna be like, damn, she on Hinge.
So
It'd be funny seeing what they like too, like all this kind of stuff you would never expect from them that they put on their profile and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah, you
that's
got to
true.
be mindful of people might see what's on your profile. So don't be out
That
here
doesn't
lying.
bother me though. Like I put on there, I like anime. All you niggas know I like anime, so it's just like.
I met my
Yeah,
coworker
I'm
on a
not-
date
I don't-
that
I
one
don't care
time,
that
and we
much.
ended up hitting it off really good. Yeah.
You said you had a date.
Yeah, one of my coworkers was on there. We
Okay.
we ran it. We didn't know we worked in the same like institution at the time, and then we realized we was working together. And we was like, well, I was like, well, we can call this a day, and they was like, no, let's see what's up. So I was like, okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I think if you're both
know what,
professional
hell yeah.
about it, then you know it could work.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm a Bumble type of person. I don't know about Hinge.
I heard really
like I
mixed
tried
reviews
I
Bumble.
like
about
yellow,
Bumble.
so yeah.
I don't know.
I got no input.
I applied for
I can't even bring
Raya.
myself to download the app.
Pray you never have to get on it.
Look, Tinder, early college.
You got
was
somebody
a-
on the
was
side
a
of your
sex
head.
hookup
So
app.
you don't have to worry about
I
that.
did not.
You don't have to worry about
I
that.
got somebody on the side of my head.
Period.
Tinder.
Period. That's your dating app. Your hate.
Feel
There
me?
you go.
Well, this was fun.
Spicy.
You know what? Hell
sexy.
yeah.
Fighting.
Thank y'all for y'all's contributions. This was insightful. I mean, we learned, about what the men like, what they don't like. What's
We learned about whiskey dick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I've never
So
heard of
that's-
whiskey dick. Whiskey dick is.
That's tea. Yeah, so we always conclude our episodes, y'all know, with a how's life, sis, and what's weird, sweetie. So for our how's life, sis question, what's your sex and dating life like currently? This is,
How's life, bro? For y'all.
Yeah.
How's life, bro?
We in two different kind of eras right now.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
He got somebody on the
Talk
side of
about
his
it. Talk about it.
Yeah. I'll let you go first.
Like I said, I'm in a relationship, so I mean, sex life is sex life. We cool. We chilling. Yeah, like we get on, But
Y'all good over there?
yeah, we chilling.
Period.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to get like you eventually. I mean, I was locked into my graduate program last year, so I was very much focused on that. And now that I'm done, I'm trying to find kind of like one where I'm going next career wise, but two, I'm not sure if I can put myself out there like that, just because I want to. There's still some moving parts that I gotta lock in. But if it happens, it happens. I'm open to it. But I'm not like on that dating apps or anything like that. So
Do you
just
feel
trusting
like?
the process.
Do you feel like as a man, you feel like you gotta have it all together before you actually put yourself in the dating space?
I wouldn't say all together. There's things that I want to do just for myself in terms of, but there's also things that you want to do to set yourself up for your future partner too. Some of those things are, there's gray areas with it to where you can not have that all together just yet. And then there's the things that you have to like really be set on before. Because you don't want to waste anybody's time and be like, oh, well, I need to go work on myself or figure shit out. Like, nobody wants to hear that. So, so everything's going good. So we'll see what happens this year. Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I don't know.
Okay. So you're not shutting yourself off to dating? just
Yeah, not
'cause
shutting
you-
myself out.
You got these moving parts. That's good.
Go.
Oh, okay.
We all like
Let's see. Well, sex life currently non-existent. Dating life. I am dating. I will say, and I feel like I've talked about this previously, where like I'm dating more intentionally now. So, just trying to see where it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Love that.
How's it been? Fun dating?
It's been fun. I feel like, I had a little roster. I had to get rid of all of them. I'm like, let's take a look at the candidates. They're not really talking about nothing. So
Clean
now
sweep.
that I cleared that, I feel like I'm not really rebuilding a roster, but like I said, I'm just being more intentional because I'm not going to lie, not going to lie. I used to entertain guys that like I had no business entertaining, or like if I knew that I didn't see myself with them, but I would just date to be like, oh, well, let me just date. Which I don't take that for granted because I learned like what I like, what I don't like, what my non-negotiables are, So it wasn't like time wasted. But now that I know, like, okay, I know what I want, I know what I don't want, I can move a little differently. I can move more intentionally, and I can be a little more stingy with my time, where I'm not like, oh, let me just go on a date just to go on a date. It's like if I don't see, us going anywhere, or if I'm not really attracted to you in that way, I'm not even going to waste my time or your time. So, but it's been good. It's been good.
Nice.
Are we going down the line?
Yeah, might as well.
Sex life non-existent. Dating? I don't know. I've kind of been, I'm starting to get a little bit more back into the space where I'm like, okay, I feel like I can do this dating thing again. But it's cold also. And, I feel like organic way, or the most organic settings with dating is like when it's like, you know, outdoor things going on and like things going on in other places that you can go to, and we still in that weather where I'm not really too much pressed to go out too much. Yeah, it's still wintertime. It's cold. So as it gets warmer, you know, hopefully I'll be able to step more into that. I did, you know, one of my things was I want to make sure, you know, I lock in a job before I even think about dating again.
There you go.
So we did that, period.
New job, who did?
Period. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely open to it, though.
Love that for you.
I love.
No, seriously.
I want it.
Facts.
But
You still ask the
I ain't pressed for it.
I wanted to ask a question. Are you open to dating both genders, or are you just moving towards one?
I always ask me this.
Where did that happen?
I don't
Where did this
know.
come
I'm
from?
just here. I'm
okay.
here. But I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your time.
Period.
Period.
Take your time.
Sex life non-existent.
World.
Dating life is pretty non-existent as well. Y'all know, I just got out of a relationship last May, and I've healed from that.
Dear God, has it been
It's almost a year.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So, we were together for those of you who don't know, we were together for like almost 2.5 years. So now I just say I'm like in my reclaiming my time era. So as far as dating, I am dating myself. My goal is to take myself on 25 solo dates for the year.
That's dope.
So I feel like, you know, like I get bored sometimes. Like, dang, like I want somebody to cuddle with, you know, just to
Yeah.
like talk about my hopes and dreams with and stuff. But then it's like, just because I'm a lover girl, and it's like I crave more of like the intimacy aspect. But it's also like I'm not that damn bored. Like I can exist in my solitude and like my alone time. But if there is somebody who is like, yeah, I want to take you on a date. Like I've been on like one or two, and they were cool. But it's like, I feel like I've been coming across men who are just like dating for sport and not really for like the intent aspect.
Yeah.
So again, like Queso was saying, being intentional and like dating intentionally, it's like I'm just making sure I'm prepping myself to be like the best version of myself that I can be. So whenever my husband, you know, does come along, that like I'm ready and everything, because I want to show up as my best self the same way that I would want somebody to show up as their best self for me. So I'm just focused on myself, but I'm not opposed to like dates or going out on dates. But we do run a tight ship around here. We run a tight ship. So
Strict,
yeah,
real
it's
strict.
real strict. So I've realized the importance of not making yourself like so accessible to everyone with your time. So I don't play them games.
Hello.
But
Hello.
yeah, it's been good. I'm loving this era of me, honestly. So yeah.
Period.
Sex life non-existent. So I got out of a relationship the year before you did. I met him in 2019. We broke up in 2023. So that was a yeah. So 2023 and even last year 2024 was really just kind of me finding myself and like just learning how to love myself again, because it was just bad. But I think I'm open to it. I'm not looking for it. I have noticed, because I was with one person for so long, dating is so tedious, and I hate small talk. That shit is boring as hell. And like I deleted Hinge again.
Fair.
I'm so tired. I hate small talk. Like, oh, what's your favorite? I don't care. Do you think aliens are real or not? Like, what do you?
Get to the
like,
important
let's
stuff.
get to the important. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, that's nice. Your favorite color is blue. Cool. But like, what
what's,
else?
what's your childhood trauma and what have you done to overcome it?
You know, I don't want to. Let's just skip this part. It's so boring. It's so tedious. Oh my gosh! And then I turned my location off from Atlanta immediately after getting on the app, and then even then I just ill. But no, I just think right now, just got a new job. I'll tell y'all what it is once I graduate from training, because got to make sure we in that thing. But I'm gonna be traveling a lot for this new job. So I honestly was like, maybe I'll meet my husband somewhere overseas. I don't know. I genuinely do not believe my husband is in this city.
That's
I
fair.
just don't. the men dating for sport. And obviously, like, every man in the city is not a bad person, right? But it's like we're either friends or you suck. So it's like the guys that are good guys are my homeboys. So it's just like, okay, well, time to go. So it's just, I don't know. I have my moments of, dang, like, I want to cuddle.
Yeah.
I miss the intimacy.
Though.
Yeah, I miss intimacy. But then it's like, I'll be put in a situation where someone hits me up and they're like, hey, you wanna? And then I'll be like,
no,
I'm okay. I'm good.
That's real.
So I think I'm just really excited for this new job and just figuring that out and just becoming closer with God, because one thing I do want to make sure is that I have a relationship with God and my future husband does too. Period. Because if you can't lead me to Jesus, you can't lead me at all.
Okay,
so
that.
There's that. And
Period.
then,
Love that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well,
it was a bar, wasn't it?
So those were good. Those were good. Thank y'all for the life updates. And so we usually have a question for like our what's weird, sweetie. But since we have guests, we're just gonna see if they have any, you know, any lingering questions for us.
Women perspective.
Yeah, if y'all want some insight or anything.
It's gotta be weird.
No, it don't have to be weird.
It can be.
But it doesn't have to be.
Hey,
Okay, let me know. Y'all might have talked about this on another episode. I want to know. Give me one deal breaker from each of y'all.
When dating somebody.
Yeah, when dating somebody. Or one like that big red flag where you instantly know, like, okay, cut the show.
Lack of emotional intelligence. That's
How would they show that? Like
by when we have conversations, like your responses and just like if you can empathize or like how you handle my feelings. I feel like that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
lack of self-awareness.
What you mean by that?
By like you're always aware of other people's problems around you, but you can't face your own. Dealt with that for
like
4 years.
Accountability.
So
Accountability.
yeah, hold yourself accountable.
Facts.
Hold yourself accountable. It doesn't have to get to the breaking point, the bottom of the pit, for you to hold yourself accountable. Just okay, I fucked up.
Oh, that's good.
Or just like grow up.
Are we doing like deal breakers or red flags or like
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
I'll say a red flag for me. I feel like there's a way that guys kind of show that they're a little insecure. And like, I don't know, just being a woman that's like sure of herself and confident. It's like, I've tried dating the insecure man. It doesn't work.
It doesn't
So like
work.
little things that they say where it's like, oh, I don't think you would talk to a guy like me. Or like, oh,
Immediately.
they call big money. We need big money, right? They hear your occupation. Oh, you got money. You got bread. Or, like if they, like there's just little phrases that they say that show that they're insecure with where they are in life. And I'm instantly turned off like that. I'm like, okay, well, you get yourself together. Oh, I have tunnel vision. If a nigga got tunnel vision, baby, let him have that tunnel vision.
Worried about you.
Let him have that tunnel vision. You go work on yourself.
Get out the tunnel.
Proud of you, bro.
Be in that tunnel, you know?
Be in
But
that
sometimes
tunnel.
that's what guys need. Like sometimes, they need to lock in, and when they're locked in, they can't worry about relationship. That's fine.
I'm not mad at tunnel
I'm gonna
vision.
leave though. You
Yeah.
know? So there's like little phrases that I've kind of peeped where I'm like, okay, maybe you're not ready to date. That's fine. But I'm a, work on yourself, get
I'ma
your
head up.
confidence up, get your bread up, whatever you gotta do, and then, come see me.
I'm just
I'm just get over here. Yeah.
I feel like when I'm really attracted to somebody, red flags be looking real beige early on.
yeah.
But I feel like one of the biggest things that I really just don't like, if like you're just not considerate, like
not
considerate of
empathetic.
my time, considerate of like
Your feelings.
my feelings, considerate of like my thoughts on something, like just being considered, and just like small or big, like if you telling me, okay, yeah, we should do this time, or like I've had situations where I feel like I don't want to get too specific.
Keep it bra.
Is it like if someone says like, oh yeah, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna do this, that,
Right.
and then you anticipate like doing
and
that.
like I'm maybe setting aside time or something
Yeah,
like that. I'm
and
like
then
I have
they-
it
So
in my
being
mind.
unreliable.
Type
Yeah.
shit. I don't like that at all. Or just
and there's
like,
no communication.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
attractive.
I got one for y'all. What do y'all think y'all biggest red flag is?
Ooh.
Do y'all
Reflection.
feel like y'all are fixing it, or you know,
They be
working
doing
on
this on
it?
the balloon pop videos.
Right.
Choking them up.
That's a good one.
Give me a minute.
Introspection.
I will say, I've been told by someone I talked to previously, and like my friends, my family, they told me I need to open up more.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting better at that. I feel like I'm getting better at that.
You are.
And I don't know. I think it's the level of vulnerability, because like I think I'm, you know, when I open up, I'm being vulnerable, but I guess I'm not like opening up enough. But like I also feel like there's levels to it, and it's like if we not there yet, I don't expect to get too deep there.
Yeah,
you know? So, but I've been told, like there was one guy I was talking to, and he was like, you know, this entire time that we've talked, I've never seen you cry. I'm like, were you supposed to? I don't know. You want to see me cry?
Yeah.
Or like, you know, he was just like, you always seem like you're good. You always seem like, or if there were
Like
times
he's
where
never
we
seen you
weren't
down?
good. Huh?
Like he's never seen you down, just in general.
Yeah.
But you're
not
also just
down,
an
but
optimistic
like,
person, though.
say if we had a disagreement, he'd be like, I think he looked at social media a lot too, because he'd be like, you know, I would never be able to tell, like, just by looking on your page that you were like upset or going through something. You know, so there was
But
times
that's-
like, you know,
I don't think
right.
that's
but
you
that's-
not opening up. That's you not putting your business out
Right,
there.
and that's what
for
I'm
everyone to
saying. He was
see.
just like, you know, when you're down, he was like, I feel like everything's always good, or like, you know, like
Am I supposed
it's
to
hard
know?
to
I
tell
feel like
when
when
you're down, you're just not.
right.
Hey guys,
You're just
not on social
depressed.
media.
Right. So
Fuck. No.
you know, yeah, it was a very
No, he
like
was just weird.
layered. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
layered thing. But he was just like, I feel like you could just open up more, be a little more vulnerable.
That's a great question.
So
I
feel like
I'm
I got a
struggling.
couple of things, but I think my biggest thing would be I'm really good at loving. I'm not good at being loved. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes perfect
I
sense.
am so good at loving everybody else, but I think I've been in situations where people have made me feel like a burden. So now, like, even when they'll do things for me, and I'm like, it's fine, like I got it, and she'd be telling me, girl, shut the fuck up. But I'm really good at loving. I'm trying to learn how to let people do things for me and not feel like scared when people do things for me, because I feel like, oh, they're gonna hold that over me. Oh, that's something they can hold over me. You know what I'm saying? Like if we ever fell out, like that's just not a healthy way to live, right? So me and my therapist, she be therapizing.
That's a good.
good. Yeah.
You have yours, or
I feel like I just kind of just be letting people's words just take me, just like, I don't know. I feel like it's an issue sometimes with people love bombing, but like even when they're maybe not quite love bombing and they're just maybe saying nice things to me, I'm just like, oh wow, you love me and I love you and this is gonna be forever, right? And just it like too soon being like, oh wow, yeah, I could see this and that with you, and then just being like when things go maybe a little south. Because I don't think I ever, like, show that. Like, I'll be feeling like, oh, yeah, I really like you. But I'm not, like, the person who's like, okay, yeah, we go together. Like, 2 weeks in. Even though I might be in love with you 2 weeks in. I don't feel like I'm like that. But then
So, like,
when things change, I be crashing out a little bit.
Yeah.
I see a side of myself I don't like. And then I got to be like, bitch, it hasn't even been that long that you know them. But they made me fall in love with them.
I feel that. No, I feel
That's
that.
real.
That is real. Cause it's
That's
like
being a lover girl.
you love me, I love you. Let's love. Like hello.
Just letting people go, like not being
fuck are we waiting on?
anxious, attached. I guess.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Learn your attachment style as well.
I know it.
My therapist
I know it.
be therapized.
I know it. I'm working.
I'm gonna send everybody a link. Just
This is
learn
a
your
loaded
attachment
question,
style.
George.
I always ask that. Or I send a video so you can figure out which.
I would say for me, I think sometimes I could be a little too inquisitive. Like I'm a thinker. I like to think. I like knowledge. I like to learn and everything. So I also like to know why with things. And sometimes like asking why, it's not because I don't believe your response or anything, but sometimes I just want to know like why you did what you did or why you said what you said. And like I ask a lot of questions. And so that sometimes I feel like turns guys off, like because when they're being asked questions, they feel like they're being interrogated.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just, for me, it's just a way of like, I just want clarity or I just want to know. And it's, and even if I ask the question in like okay, like, well, like why was that or whatever, not even on some like defensive, you know, going crazy type stuff, but it's like, they're like, well, oh, you don't believe me, or it goes to like defense, and then that puts me in defense mode, because then now I'm like mad that you're getting defensive, so then I get defensive. So I think, yeah, me being like I'm a smart girl, you know, and so I feel like I don't know if I've met like a guy romantically that challenges my way of thinking or intellect to the point where it's like, all right, let me shut up. Yeah. Let me, you know, like, just be quiet. And even also, like, how Kelsey said, like, allowing yourself to be loved, I can be, like, a little hyper-independent sometimes. Like, Same. It's not that I don't want you to do for me, because I do, but I'm very much a, like,
I got it.
Find a way or make one type of girl, because that's just how I was raised. Like, you know, my parents always taught me, like, have your own. My mom and my dad. And, like, my dad is present in my life and everything. And he's said, you know, make sure, like, you got your own and stuff like that. But sometimes I be having my own a little too much. I've gotten better
at... girl boss too hard.
Yeah, it's like... Because in reality, it's like guys don't always, like, I think guys like girls with motion and who have stuff going for themselves, but they also want women who know how to, like, take a back seat sometimes, and, like,
men need to
let a man be a man.
Yeah, let a man be a man. So that's something I'm working on. Just like, you know, let me, if you have the capabilities and I see you know how to lead, I'm gonna let you lead. And I'll be submissive. I'll shut my fat ass up.
But you gotta show me too, because I think it's a little anxiety and allowing a man to lead you, because it's
I'm like, okay, can
lead
me astray?
You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
Because I've been led astray.
Yeah.
So I think that's where my anxiety comes from. Like, I'm not doing that
like,
again. I can't do that again.
Yeah. So it's just a sense of urgency thing too, because I like to move with urgency when it comes to people. So I want them to move with that same type of urgency with me. Yeah. And when they don't do that, then it automatically is like, well, if you're not doing this, then I'm gonna do it. Like, it's gonna get done either way. So. Yeah, those were good.
Yeah, that's really good. That was really good.
Why you always clapping?
Because it's the end of the episode. Why you not clapping?
It's like the third time we clapped.
Your hands Debbie Downer.
Well, yeah, that concludes our episode. Thank y'all so much for coming. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys.
This was a really good discussion. For all of our viewers, listeners, watchers, everybody out there that supports us, make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. If y'all want y'all's business advertised, if you want to sponsor us, please feel free to contact us. We have our email, lifeisweirdpod1@gmail.com, or our Instagram page, lifeisweirdpod. You can DM us. If you have
love to shout you out.
Yeah, we would.
TikTok for now.
Yeah, anything. So any platforms, we do want to connect with y'all. We appreciate y'all's support so much.
Real quick, I think y'all said y'all are both off of social media right now. Is there something that y'all want to tell them, like, where they can
plug your
find
stuff
find y'all, or y'all good on that?
My Instagram is Crave George. It's CRAVE George GEORGE. So
it'll be linked in the description.
Yeah. So.
Or if it's not personal, if you got like business, just a plug. Anything you want to plug, or anybody you want to plug.
I'm back on the gram as of this morning now. I'd rather not shout myself out.
That's
fair.
All right. Well, thank y'all.
Sage, take it away.
And don't forget to keep your legs closed to married men and women.
And women.
And women.
Amen.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Bye.